Alright, so I've got some skateboard bearings. They seem to work a lot better. Got my 4 AAA batteries. But I've rebalanced it so that every time I go to turn the power on, it starts. So that when it comes back around, it's got a heavy end on the magnet that lines up with my switch I set up. And let's see if it'll do it again. Give it a second. And there it goes. So, sure it takes off pretty quick. And it seems to be running just fine. And disconnect the power. And there's my connections there. And there. And of course, these two go to 2 different coils, and these two go to 2 different coils. This is just a switch, transfers power to the back side. So I've got my negative, and then I've got my positive, and this just switches off and on. Let's wait for it to stop. And give it a bump. And it will come back around. Heavy side down. And it will turn right back on, so that I no longer need to hand start it. These bearings seem to help out quite a bit. The last ones I had were already used from a skateboard. These ones are brand new. I've countersunk them in the wood, drilled a hole all the way through, fit my bolt. When I countersunk them, you can see the bearing is that black piece there, and there's a washer. And I've got my 2 coils that I've wound around a pickle jar. And I wound them, and it's 2 different gauge magnet wires because I didn't have enough of the same. One on top's a lot thinner and smaller than the one on the bottom. Seems to work just fine though. And if I disconnect one of these and one of these, I can actually power something off of them. Right now only a small motor, but as you can see, the coils are really small, so that you can see what's going on in there. And of course, there's my buddy, good friend, and there's the little batteries, and you can see just a little wooden bottom and just a couple little batteries. The wood was $5 at the hardware store, magnets were $6 at Harbor Freight. Magnet wire had sitting around, brass $3 from the hardware store, the bolt, the nylon bushing, everything, I think it was $1.10. Got 2 little chrome plated magnets on the smaller or on the bigger ceramic magnets just for looks, so I could see it flashing. It also helps me with balance because I can move them around and shift the weight a lot easier. And a whole lot of hot glue holding everything in place. Oh, hope you like it and hope you build your own.